Well, hello there, YouTube. It's Ro here. Thank you for visiting You Grow Ro. If this is your first time here, I hope you'll consider subscribing at the end of this video. If you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate you. Today, we're going to take a look at the yard and what's going on. This is the second of my hashtag Garden Tour Club videos. I hope you enjoy it. Stick around. Okay, so first we're going to start out in the back here at the bucket garden. I have nothing planted in there yet, and I think I'm still a few weeks from getting anything into here. Excuse me. Because I don't know what I want to plant in there. I think it's tomatoes, but I don't know. I also have those 3 buckets on the side that I haven't thought about what I'm going to put in there yet. So, you know, it's going to be a minute. But it's here and it's ready to go when I'm ready. So good news and bad news happening down here. Good news is my Concord grapes came back. First year ever. Look at that. Got some new leaves. Bad news is one of them got chopped down. Yeah, here's one of the leaves from this one. I'm so sad. I hope it sprouts from somewhere else and comes back. I don't know what happens when that happens to a grape plant. It's my first time growing it. Not my first time trying. Probably my 3rd time trying. And this was the first time for me to get my grapes to come back. So I'm contemplating buying another Concord grape. And I'll just put it right next to there. I mean, can you have too many grapes? I don't know. But other good news over here is we did not mow down my honeysuckle. This is the beautiful peaches and cream. I'm looking forward to this. This one's looking really nice. This was one of the first things that started leafing in the yard this year, so that was great. When we look up here on the deck, my Maximilian sunflowers are coming back very nicely. This is earlier than they did last year, so I think they'll do way better than they did last year. And last year, they were absolutely gorgeous. This year, this should be a showstopper. And then down here is my sedum. Old flowers in there, but this is my sedum. I had planned on moving this out in the yard. I still haven't done it. I may still, we'll find out. All right, and I got the peanuts out for the squirrels. They are already cleaning me out. My Rosa Sharon, at least one of them, has started budding up, so that's great news. Fabulous stuff happening there. I was planning on trimming that into a tree, which means I will be cutting these lower limbs off, but I'll wait a little bit. I would probably cut all the way up to here, so this side branch as well. But I'll deal with that when it comes to it. I started feeding the birds again. Oh, they're out of water, but got their mealworms out. Some bird food, a super suet that the squirrels have all but demolished already. It's only been out here a day and a half. That thing's gonna be gone before the night is over, I'm sure. And they've already emptied this out. And then there's this. I think, though, the birds are waiting on me to go in the house because I just refilled them not too long ago. I got to get some more stuff for them. And this bed's still unplanted. I was planning on putting my tomatoes here, so that's a while away. I might throw some radishes or some lettuce up here since they're fast growing. I don't know. We'll see. Down here, though, fabulous news. I planted 3 tree lilies. I thought I only did 2, but apparently I did 3. So this one did not get mowed down last week, and it's looking great. I'm so excited for this. Wow. The other 2, it doesn't look like they're gonna do anything else this year. Looks like once you mow them down, that's it. So next year, I'm planning on doing cages around all of my perennials that die back so that he nor I runs them over before they start looking like anything you want to keep. Moving on, in this bed I have, let's zoom out here. This is just a little greenhouse cover set. There's nothing planted in here except around the edge. I do have some onions around there. These are our 3 tomatoes, northern tomatoes. So these are supposed to be able to take the cold really well. And then I have them surrounded by the Cozy Coats. I got the Mountain Princess, the Cloudy Day, and the Subarctic Maxi. And then I have the same 3 down here, except I'm using the Dollar Tree cloches again. It didn't work the past 2 years, but we're going to try it again because I had extra plants. I started extra ones, like you do, just in case something goes wrong. Of course, all 6 are doing well, so I consider myself lucky in that regard. Maybe I'll have myself 6 plants. Who knows, that are fruiting early. Moving on, here's my garlic. It's looking fabulous. It's coming along. I think this is going to be some really big garlic. These stalks are much bigger than what I had last year. Although, don't get me wrong, last year was my first year getting a garlic harvest, and I about flipped my lid, but my stalks weren't near this thick. I mean, some of these are about the size of my thumb, so that's pretty exciting. I wish I still had a whole bed of garlic, but I'll take the half bed. Still though, something is digging around in there. You can see, like, here is a pocket, here's a pocket, there's a pocket. They're all over here. I don't know what's digging around in there, and I haven't brought my cameras out to maybe aim this way and catch what it is, and then know what maybe I need to do in order to save them, but whatever. And then over here, last week I planted some pantry potatoes. They're already coming up. Would you look at that? So that's potato and potato, potato, definitely potato here. Also in this bed coming up is my mushrooms. Yes. Oh, that potato is way out too far. Just cover that up a little bit. So yeah, we got potatoes and mushrooms growing in the same bed. How about that? I'm a lucky girl. And then right next to it are my 2 limes, which are looking fabulous. I went ahead and cleaned that out after my video last week, and it seems to have given it a little bit of new life, so yay. But this is lime thyme and regular thyme. I just started some orange thyme. It's called Orangelo. I started that, and we'll see. It's coming up. It's small though, so I'm not being too hopeful. And again, here's another look at my garlic. You see, oh, here's another one where they've dug out. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Moving on. Over here, I have a few onions that I must have left in the bed at some point. Here's some more of my mushrooms coming up. There's one here and a couple down here. There's one there. Oops, crud. I broke it. Dagnab. And then there's one there. I've been harvesting for about 2 weeks now. And this is the first spring they've come back. So I think we are fully immersed now. It's all in the soil. The mycelium is all in the soil and in the garden beds. And I think as long as I keep composting the stems in the beds and in the garden ground, then I will continue to have strong mycelium growth in these 2 beds and in the ground around these 2 beds. Here's another mushroom here. And oh, we got a new one. Looks like time for me to do another harvest. Down here also are some potatoes. The potatoes are coming up. This is covering up nothing. There's potatoes all through here. Potatoes, again, potatoes and mushrooms growing together. You saw it here first. Here's some more mushrooms that got run over by the lawnmower. But I see two over here that I'll be able to harvest maybe tomorrow or the day after. I could pull them now, but I want them to get a little bit bigger. So down here I have some kale. This is the dwarf Siberian kale. That's some collards. Some Japanese giant mustards right here. Same here. And here is some more dwarf Siberian kale. These three are golden acre cabbage in 1, 2, and 3. And then these two spots here, and here. These are 9-star cauliflower. These are supposed to be perennial. We will see, huh? Ever since I found out that I like fermented cauliflower, I'm trying to grow it. Speaking of, where that blue tag is a tiny plant of snowball cauliflower. And then right next to it is some Happy Rich broccoli. That's my favorite thus far. And I've grown probably half a dozen varieties of broccoli. Okay, moving on. We got my horseradish, which is throwing flowers. Because this weather is just, it's stupid. I don't even know. I don't know what's going on. The weatherman don't know what's going on. The plants don't know what's going on. I believe that one is my hybrid. I don't know. I don't remember. Two of them were horseradish that I bought from a lady not too far from here. And one of them was a hybrid that I bought from some online store that I don't remember. And then back here, my sunchokes. This makes me so happy. This looks a lot fuller than it did last year. And so I think I will be happy to make a harvest this year. Same here, sunchokes. And same here, sunchokes. Back here is where we threw the rest of that soil from the delivery that I got. But I was right. These little red plants are astilbe. And I didn't get any of them last year. I think one of them maybe poked their head out a little bit. And I thought it didn't work. And then what do you know? This year they came up. So I got 1, 2, 3, and 4 astilbe. And there's my hosta coming in here. I think that's the stage where you would want to eat them if you were going to eat them. I'm not, but that's the stage of it though. I don't know if this is something I planted or not. But again, I know for sure these are astilbe. And I'm guessing these are the pink variety because of the color of the stems, but I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure I grabbed the mix, the astilbe mix, so it had pink and like a maroon and white in it. Don't know. But yeah, things are looking really great. Really, really great. And my pink knockout rose, twice as big as it was last year. Look at that, guys. That's gorgeous. I can't believe it. And then my little yellow knockout rose that's trying to hang in there. I still didn't get my 3 green stalks put together yet. But I did get my sweet giant blackberry planted. I don't know what I'm going to put in the understory. I know for this white icicle, I think it's white icicle. What's it called? Yeah, white icicle apple tree. For the understory, I did thyme. And I don't know what I'm going to do for the understory here, but it's wide open and it's ready to be planted. This is looking good. It's holding up really nicely. I am happy with that. I have some other, I think raspberries to put out, but I don't remember. There's so much happening around here. This green stalk, I still didn't get to it. It hasn't been amended or anything. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. My Scarlet Sentinel apple tree is blooming. First time. This is its second year here. I don't know if that means anything. Maybe I'll get some fruit. Maybe I won't. I don't know. And then my peach tree, which is the Red Haven, I believe. Yeah, it is done blooming. I didn't have another peach for it to be cross-pollinated with, so I don't know if I'm gonna get anything off of this either. But it came back. My Shastas that we ran over last week, they're bouncing back, no problem. Same here, Shastas. No, that's Rebecca. This is Shasta, and that's Rebecca. The walking onions out here are doing great. I'm planning on taking them out of that container and moving them. Where? I don't know, but I'm moving them. I don't want them in there. I want to put the new raspberry plants, or what do they call them? Raspberry canes? I want to put those in there. What else is going on? Still nothing in here but the nettle and the Dusty Miller from last year. Over here, a whole crap ton of tarragon. Ooh, I found a recipe for a tarragon vinaigrette that I'm going to be trying. So I'm looking forward to that. This is my chocolate mint, and this was my 6-in-1 tree. It is not looking good. I broke a piece off. It looked pretty dead, so I'm not sure. I don't know. You would think by now something would be cropping up on here, but no. I may have lost that tree. That's 4 or 5 years wasted. Up here, my herbs are doing great. So I got all my different parsleys and cilantros. This was my feverfew that came back. It looks great, smells great. I love the smell of this. And it looks very, very similar to the Chervil, doesn't it? Chervil is supposed to be the French parsley. First year growing it, perennial. Hopefully it'll return next year, so I'm not gonna harvest this too heavily when it starts growing in really well. Down here, my chives are coming back. I was worried that wasn't gonna happen, but oh, look at that, yes. Chives are coming back. And then more parsley. All of this is parsley, except this here is Calypso cilantro. Yeah, and that's parsley. I know that's parsley. That's the Green Dream. This is Aunt Nona's parsley. This is just a Giant of Italy parsley, yeah. So, but my herbs are doing good. They've been surviving the frosts. We've had 2 frosts in a row now, and we'll have the 3rd tonight. I don't have a cover for this, but it's so close to the house and it has that fence next to it. I think that's what's helping these plants out. Over here are the strawberries that I started from seed. Seeds from my gardener. They are the Alexandria and the Yellow Wonder. They're not dead. I'll put it that way. They're not dead. There are some plants that I moved out because I just have to make room in the house. So these are Moonflower, and I believe the big ones are the Moonflower from Healthy Living with Wendy. And oh, I forget what these are. I don't recall. There's nothing in the rest of those. Up here is more tarragon that came back. It's looking great. Looks like some kind of Morning Glory is starting in there. I didn't start that. I didn't grow Morning Glory last year. Over here, it has, I'll be putting it back on. It has this cover that goes over it. I did plant a few things in here over the past couple weeks, and one of them being Dusty Miller. So growing over here is an ink spot microdwarf tomato. It's a little sad, but it's not out yet. And then I think this is, what is this? That's rosemary. Oh, and I got a Dusty Miller down here. Another ink spot microdwarf tomato. This is more rosemary. And I think that's lavender, yeah. That's lavender, and then another piece of Dusty Miller. And then I'll be putting this cover back on there. And that about does it in the backyard, guys. All right, up front here, what I believe is my hollyhock is doing fabulous. Going through these, oh look, there's a flower, I think. Going through these frosts with no issues at all. Oh, and I think there's another flower right there. Awesome. And down here, I picked up some English daisies. They're perennial, and they are having no issues at all with this weather. They're supposed to bloom through midsummer here. This is the Bellissima Rose, and these two are the Habanera mix. I still don't know what these are. It doesn't look like my glads are coming back up, so I may plant something else here, but I haven't decided what that's going to be yet. Over here, I told you guys that I left these old branches on in an effort to see if that's where the bulk of the blooms will come from, and as you can see, they're coming back really nicely. So I'm hopeful. And then Yucca Red down here, Old Faithful. Still haven't put anything on the side here, and I don't think I will. It's not on my list of priorities this year. Oh, Tim's gonna get the grass cut. It's that time of year where it takes, what, 2 days, and your lawn looks like you didn't take care of it. However, my 2 hanging baskets look great. I went to pick up some more this past weekend, and they were ridiculously priced. I got these 2 for $15, and they were $15 each when I went this past weekend. I wasn't willing to do it because I need like 7 more. I want to put 2 over here, 2 on that side, 1 right there, and then 1 on either side of my garage. So isn't my neighbor's tree gorgeous? So pretty. That one too. I like their tree as well. With that red bush down there, it's beautiful. Okay friends, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll be back on another day with another video. Until then, happy growing, my friends.